Hello everybody, this is the Freelancer signing on here today with some Star Wars Empire at War modded stuff. I know I've done a lot of this already on Republic at War, but I'm here today with Thrawn's Revenge, a mod that has fairly caught my eye. It's pretty interesting. It's one that I personally enjoy. But today we will be here. I will be doing a playthrough. I will be doing gameplay of each of these, of each of the four factions. The Just Gone League is not a faction yet. I will be playing the New Republic, the Imperial Remnant, the Empire of the Hand, and the Pentastar alignment. But today we will be playing Empire of the Hand, and we will play this on Captain mode in the Art of War. So I want to welcome you all again. Hope you all enjoy, and without further ado, let's get into it. That is loud. Sorry, I've got my good headsets going, and that on my good headsets is super loud. So, had to turn that down. Star Wars, Art of War. After the death of Palpatine at Endor, the Empire has fractured and the galaxy has fallen into a constant state of war. Various Imperial splinter groups are vying for power amongst themselves, while the New Republic struggles to establish itself. Other groups held at bay by the Emperor's Iron Fist have begun to expand in the galaxy, such as the Hapes Consortium and the Just Gone League. Others, still including the Empire of the Hand, see a vacuum of power which needs to be filled in order to prepare the galaxy against future threats. With so many warring factions, quick peace seems an unlikely outcome. Will a reformed empire emerge to maintain order, or will another group emerge as the dominant force in the galaxy? Had it all good until that last point. All the good till that last point. I really like this. I really like this mod. It's fun. Here we go. Here we go. Now, everything is paused right now because this. Now, the reason why I'm doing this one is in celebration of Thrawn's return to canon in Rebels Season 3. Yes, that is probably the main reason I'm doing this. Now, pause. Gotta turn that, and that on before we start. Now, what do we have here? We have some mining facilities, which are going to be our source of income. We've got hand light vehicle factories, hand heavy vehicle factories, hand barracks, turbo laser towers, and shield generators. Not a lot, I'll give them that. Space is looking like we have brass defense stations, Visvia, combining Chiss and Imperial technology. The Visvia was designed by the Empire of the Hand at the urging of Voss Park in anticipation of the impending Yuza Vong invasion. It combines the basic versatility and firepower of the Golon 2 and Golon 3 with four immense trimasters, each the size of a small starship, which, although they fire and rotate slowly, can cripple most targets in a single shot. Those sound like they will be perfect on junction stations. Now, these are the planets we control. The 3 junction worlds we have are Nirawan, Krustai, and Oristron. Oristron probably needs to be the best defended, so we will work on that. Sika is going to be our main source of production. Ooh, yes, we need a Sika fleet operations. This company grants a 30% discount to all Sika fleet system corporation products. Sika has one. What's another place that has one? I don't think I have another place like that. Wow, I only have one place that can build cap ships. Well, I know one thing's for certain. We've got to get our planets defended. And I think we also need to set up which worlds are going to do what. And I think since Quithold has the most, we will set it as our main resource producer. We won't put all of them there now because that drains too much. And we'll put 2 down there for now. Because we have the Sika fleet operations going up. Krustai needs some defenses. Krustai needs a lot of defenses. Oristrom also needs some defending because it looks like Pantolaman is being beefed up, the fleet there. So let's see what else we can do. We can build a heavy frigate shipyard there. I feel like building some defense stations would help. And this Visvia seems like it would be good to have, but we need loads of money. And I don't want to drain a lot of resources just on defenses. I don't want to turtle right off the start. And that's what gets me in a lot of these games. I turtle at the start. Can't do that. So what I think we will do is we will get some ground. We will get the Sika fleet operations going. I think we will expand. I think we will build some defenses on Nirawan, and we will continue the game. Now, what do we have here? Definitely some stuff's got to be tossed around. Heroes got to be thrown around. Thrawn, Admiral Arania, Commander Stent. Think we will keep you. We will keep Thrawn and this guy here, and we'll zoom out. I have a place for you. Daenerys. Daenerys. Where do I want to put him? Daenerys. Damn it. Where do I want to put him? Daenerys. We'll move him. We will move him to. We will have him sit on Sika, Arlania, and Stent will go. I'll go to Krustai and Voss Park. We will move him to Oristrum. Sikai is our main shipyard world. Doesn't really do a lot. Who's our coin buffer? Who's our big coin buff? I guess no one. Whatever. We beg and we lose. Neurowan. We've got Grand Admiral Thrawn here and a small support fleet. What I think we will do is we will pull the fleets from Quethold and Kyriak to there. Sarvakai, no Krista, no Krustai fleet. These guys will move. These guys will move to Oristrom. Yeah, you guys will move to Oristrom to assist there. You guys will move to Oristrom. You guys will move to Oristrom to help. He will use the fleet at Krustai to attack Pesitin. We will send the fleet at Neurowan to Borosk. Now I will need to build a sizable ground force. Once I take Pesitin, it shouldn't be too much. Gas giant in the Outer Rim, Pesitin experiences massive atmospheric storms. These storms make harvesting the gases exceedingly difficult, forcing at least one mining company into bankruptcy. The orbital mining center was subsequently abandoned. You know, you'd think with Thrawn... Oh yeah, this is the Krustai fleet. I forgot. This is the Krustai fleet. I love some of the ship designs for this. These are really well done. They may be a little low res. But I enjoy them. They are really, really well done. And I really enjoy them. It looks like a bunch of smaller ships. What do we got? Interceptors, craft. We don't have any actual. We don't get much in terms of. We don't get much in terms of spawning capability. We'll just send everything up. I know it's probably a stupid strat, but we'll send everything up at once. We don't have much to work with, and their entire fleet is a bunch of support ships. Their whole focus is going to be huddling around the space station for warmth and protection. We'll just have them going. We are already engaging. Looks like a Lancer frigate. Corvette. I just love it. I think it's adorable. that that these little kitty cruisers are going to try and hit me. The strongest thing in this fleet I think they have are these strike cruisers. The strongest things in this fleet are the strike cruisers. I want fighters focusing on I want my fighters focusing on clearing that fighter cloud, clearing that small craft cloud. Wow, not even a few seconds into this game, and we've already got warlords after us. Okay, so pausing real quick. These red guys that just popped out of nowhere, these are the warlords. They are a group of independents who will come up frequently in space battles. Sometimes they'll show up randomly, sometimes they won't show up at all. But ultimately, they don't really do a lot. So, well, no, sometimes they'll have a Star Destroyer and a small support fleet. Sometimes they won't have anything. In all personal opinion, they don't. None of this stands a chance anyway. So we will just focus on the Imperial fleet. We will just focus on the Imperial fleet. Deal with it. Because these guys are a secondary threat. They do not affect the outcome of the battle. They only affect you losing. They don't affect you winning. They only affect you losing. They're just there as an annoyance, mainly. God. I swear, I love this mod. It brings the heart of the Star Wars Legends to heart. It brings Legends to heart, and while it kills me that they cut Legends from canon, it also gives me a great satisfactory joy to see it brought back to life with the community. Slowly but surely, it is coming back. And ultimately, it'll be the fans. I mean, we saw Thrawn come back. We saw all this greatness come back. It's just amazing, and I want... Ooh, wow, their fighters already got here. Finish them up. Mop those up. We don't need none of that. We don't need none of that in this mix. I want to take care of the actual ships. I want to clear out any actual ships that are in this fleet. Now, the thing about this game is, now with difficulty, it not only affects an AI's, it not only affects AI difficulty, but it also affects AI, no, 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 none of that, sir, none of that. None of that. Open fire, open fire. Wail on them, boys, wail on them. We don't want no survivors in this mix. We want all our ships to live. Oh, they are already up here. Because the last remaining ships are fighters, we'll turn around and focus on the warlord craft that have popped up behind us. Now, what I like about this mod, bombs were the ultimate tool. If you could get a large group of fighters into an enemy mix, you had the battlefield, you had the high ground. Because with a huge fighter cover and a huge bomber swarm, with enough support ships to kind of distract the heavy hitters, you could dominate the battle. But in this, it makes bombers just as vulnerable as fighters, because they deal as much damage. They have to penetrate through the shield to be able to deal their damage. Kill them all, boys. Kill them all. Wiped out the warlords. The only thing left is the space station. I don't want that. I don't want any more I don't want any losses in this first battle. I forbid losses in this first battle. I just realized I wasn't recording there for a minute. Sorry about that. So, when we cut, we probably missed a lot of the battle. We probably missed the end. We gained Hesitin and this. This is our next front, Borosk. Borosk is located in the Outer Rim near the frontier with wild space. The planet was heavily fortified by the Empire during the last years of the Galactic Civil War as a stronghold against the New Republic. Now controlled by the pentastar alignment, it will now be the Empire of the Hand that comes back to seize it. I love Thrawn. Me and my dad, we love Thrawn as a character, and we are overjoyed that he is coming back as a character. He is coming back as canon. Yeah, it's a small fleet. It's a tier 1 space station. It's a fighter factory, an acclimator, and a munificent cruiser. If we can push, I want my fighter. I want fighter swarms focused. I want my fighter swarm focused on the enemies. I've got a lot of clawcraft and Sika bombers. Few bits of smaller stuff. I want no fatalities as usual. We will win this battle without fatalities. No fatalities first battle. We'll just charge everything in. It's a small fleet. Fast forward it a bit just to kind of make it go faster. Just break everything. Everything broken. We've got 2 groups of bombers trying to come in at us. Slow it down a bit. I do not want any hero fatalities either. Now, if you don't know about Thrawn's Revenge, this mod basically, if you lose a hero in battle, they are dead. Gone. You don't get them back. Heroes are considered dead, just like their units. If they die, they're dead. They don't respawn. And for some people, that really hurts. It really hurts to lose a hero because heroes give a lot of boost on the battlefield. You don't have field commanders in this game. You don't have field commanders or fleet commanders in this game mode. You can't use those. You can't use those boosts to your advantage. It can't happen. I don't want the. Let's break those engines. I don't want anything getting away from us. Let's break that space station. Victory is ours. Victory for the Empire of the Hand yet again. We achieve victory no matter what. It is victory or death. One of those two. I don't particularly know. But we have Pesitin, and we now hold a blockade over Borosk. What we can do now is we can start acquiring a land force. And I think our land vehicles will be built from... I think our land forces will be built from Kariak and Sarvchi. We'll build the last two there. Sika. Near Allen will also have some ground defense, some ground buildings. I need to hold some funds to be able to build the land force. So with 3 victories for the pentastar alignment, I think our next target after a successful victory ooh, wow. The New Republic are really pushing in. It seems like the imperial remnant are also doing some pushing around. The poor pentastar alignment. They only have to Angst Minor. And that's their entire... They have Angst Minor, Ortrasai, Gravlex Med, Dubrillion, Munilus, Yaga Minor, Morishimi, Jamis, and Bastion. That's their entire ground coverage. And we're about to rob them of... Oh, hello! Hello, sirs! Hello, sir and madam. Alright, what do we got? Ooh, they brought in a land force. That was stupid. Alright, so we got Akbar, Home 1, and we've got this person. It's a frigate and a mobilizer. Ah, I see what you're trying to do here. Trying to taunt me. Your pitiful cruisers. You think you can taunt me? Huh? No. No. That's not gonna happen. That won't happen. It's not gonna happen. Because you know why? This... My fight. My people. We are the Grand Empire of the Hand, led by our great leader, Grand Admiral Thrawn. Okay, with this one, we will actually have to pull a bit more of a strategy. We will actually have to pull a bit more of a strategy for this. Our small craft are going to be Group 1. Our small craft are going to be our Group 1. Let's hope that they'll have a lot of fighter cover, so we got to be prepared for this. You'll have a lot of fighter cover, and I don't want them getting through with it. If they break through with just the fighter cover, it proves what kind of fleet we have. And we are the Grand Pentastar alignment, led by the Grand Admiral Thrawn. Not the Penta... Caught myself. We are the Great Empire of the Hand, led by Grand Admiral Thrawn. Let's start breaking ships, shall we? Start breaking this huge mess of fighter cover. Fighter and bomber cover. Actually, we are losing a lot of our ships. Let's start pulling our ships up a bit more. God dang it. I'm using a crappy video software, so it kind of cuts out midway. But, I don't know what I was saying earlier. We can count it as the world doing editing for me. We can count that. We want those capital ships gone. We don't want capital ships, and we sure as heck don't want carriers. I think the rest of their fleet is this messy conglomeration of stuff. I want Fighter Group 1 to move up and deal with... Oh, heck no! Heck no! You are not retreating with Akbar! That is not happening. No, it is happening. That is happening. Dang it! We lost 5 Clawcraft. That is an acceptable loss. That is an acceptable loss. 5 fighter squadrons, I can live with those loss numbers. They lost so much more, and they lost a hero. I can live with those loss numbers. Alright, there we go. Now we can start building the ground invasion. So what we can do is we can build some phalanx trooper squads. I think some mortar. I think a mortar TAT. Flame tank. Have some rapid fire tank. Actually, we'll drop the flame tank. We will drop the flame tank. And I think the last one will be the Mega Master. We'll build two rapid fire tanks and a Mega Master. I also want to get a Glizzy and RGT in there, but I think the last bit of that force will be some commandos. Now I think what we can do while that is building is we can strengthen our fleets. What our fleets don't have is a lot of support and a lot of heavy hitters. We can have up to 40 units in a fleet. What can we throw in there? 40 units. Ascendancy Star Destroyers. Those take up 3 spots. We have 31. Let's build some Ascendancy. Let's build a few Ascendancy Star Destroyers. I think while that is going on, we can send our southern fleet. We can send our southern fleet and Oristrom to attack Pantolamin, which looks not too defended. It may be a downfall, but it may be a underestimation. Can we see what they have? No, we can't. We know they have. They have 2 go-on-ones. We can work with this, though. We can work with this. I think this fleet is mostly support ships, though, so we may have some struggles, but it'll all come down to the wire. It'll all come down to the wire. I love how these guys, the guys who made this mod, did their own voice acting. I love that so much. The next campaign we will probably do after this will be the pentastar alignment. But tell me what you think of this mod so far, guys. Let me know in the comments section below whether you whether you want to see more of whether you want to see more content like this, and let me know. But what we may do, what we will do is we will let you guys decide what faction you want me to play as next. We still have the pentastar alignment, the imperial remnant, and the new republic. We will be doing this same galactic conquest, but we will be doing one of those three factions because the Duskon League is again not completed. I will go back and play this mod again when they are done. But of those three, be sure to let me know in the comments section below whether you want one of those three in there, which one you want in there. And yeah. Oh my god. 2 victory 2s. Looks like 2 carrot cruisers, 2 lancers, 2 dreadnoughts. This is pretty much a support fleet. This is pretty much 6 support ships and some small cruise and some small cap and some mini cap ships. We have Voss Park leading. We have Voss Park leading this battle. He's got a sizable support fleet. We'll go ahead and send the fighters up front. We'll go ahead and send the fighters up front to kind of keep them distracted. This will be our fighters will be group 1. We're definitely getting hit, but that is okay. We'll use the fighters to break the first Golem platform, and we will use this group of cruisers to attack the Golem platform. The other Golem platform. We are doing fairly well for this start. This start, we are doing fairly well. Yeah. The enemy's got some small craft trying to hit us. Ooh, that concussion missile barrage. That was nasty. Oh, okay. I got scared there. I got extremely scared there for a minute. He has lost his shields, though, which is slightly a problem, but it's a problem we can deal with. We need to hit this carrot cruiser that's... We need to hit this carrot cruiser that's smacking our bums. We lost one ship. We lost the second ship, I think. We're about to lose the second. Yeah, we lost the second. So far, we've lost 2 ships already. Just keep smacking them around. We can't have the heavy. And in the midst of battle, I keep losing where I am in the recording. I will get the hang of this eventually. I just need to get a good recording software. That's something else you guys can do for me in the comments section. Put some recommendations for some good recording software for Windows 10. Because I'm planning on doing another. I'm planning on doing a series as well. Lots of series I'm going to be coming out with. I want to get back into the swing of recording. I think after this battle we will save. And we will call it there. Last thing I want you guys in the comment section to post: should I keep this series? Should I move this series as something for Star Wars Sunday? Should I move this to a Star Wars Sunday series? Or should I do something different with it? Should I keep it as like a progress whenever I have the time series, or what? Let me know in the comment section. We almost have this. We almost have this. Come on. It's just the space station. The Empire doesn't have anything more apart from a few fighter stragglers. We have reinforcements we can call in. And reinforcements we could have called in this entire time, and I just wasn't paying attention. See, that is what I like. That is what needed to get done. That was good work, boys. We had a few good casualties. We lost a lot of support craft and a chaff, which is technically a capital ship. But we have seized a blockade on Pantolomin. Now, our horizons have broadened yet again. We now have access to the northern sectors of Morishim, Yaga Minor, and Ithor. The New Republic controls Morishim to Garqui. Imperial remnants on Ithor, and the pentastar alignment is north of Borosk, up past that way. We have the Imperial remnant on Belbringi, Borealis, and Coruscant. And then we still have to seize Pantolomin and Borosk from the ground. Let me know in the comments section below which one you want to attack first. This is a great series. I can see this doing well. I would love to do more of this because I absolutely love this mod. This mod is beautiful. I would love to do more of this. Let me know in the comments section below what our next plan of attack is. Which planet we should siege first. Whether we should get a full fleet blockade on the front. Whether we should move our fleet at Pesitin to Belbringi. And just let me know. I love the feedback. I love criticism. Let me know. Let me know in the comments section below the confliction of Star Wars Sunday and the confliction of Star Wars Sunday to regular week, a good recording software, what our next campaign should be, and what our next plan of attack is. And of course, always drop that feedback. Let me know whether you're loving it. Let me know whether you're hating it. Let me know, guys. I love feedback. It lets me know whether I'm doing something wrong or not, whether I'm doing something right. Just let me know. This has been the Freelancer. Love you guys. I will see you all next time. This is the Freelancer, and I am signing off.